Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back up here. And what is it cooking? Uh, Sometimes, when the astrology reports are coming in there, the things want to come in together. For it, we saw probably what the energies are, and you're probably experiencing things inside of you from within. But talking about this is that today the moon's gonna be joining Mars. Thank God the Mars is in a very great positions, isn't there? The intuition learned something from yesterday about it, that it is about something more important. And as the sun is in Cancer, which is the authority in there, all this is gonna come and work with. But the sun is squaring the North Node, and that is a gonna be like how you gonna put your authority in actions is there as the moon and Mars, they're both in Taurus. Of course, this energy is about money situations and so on and so on. They're gonna be coming into the material world. You're gonna find some a lot of guidance tomorrow. Let me say why, because tomorrow the moon is gonna be joining Uranus and Taurus. That is gonna be when you get the downloads, when you get the informations. This is gonna be that what is this operations? It's coming, and you're fixing something within you about this. Okay, in a base of the growth, in a base of the family, in a base of the energies there and in there, and it is about to fix this family patterns. As we're talking about those family patterns in there, it's going to be a very interesting because we are going to have a second new moon at Cancer. So the story will be continuing in there, okay, in a very powerful place to it. Today is going to be a great time for the proper communications. We're talking about communications of putting your act together in your thoughts as intuition, because the intuition knows things in a base of experience. But if you have a different experience, who is improving your intuition? There is going to be this very good improvements that are going to be made throughout the day as the moon is going to be joining Mars. The energies are going to calm down, be much better than yesterday, and set and preparing for this download tomorrow. This download tomorrow, it's going to be coming in like looking at for the next day, which is that what is the moon? It's going to be joining, crossing over to Gemini. That is going to be when you going to be looking at friendliness. Are you friendly from within you? You need to understand that the happiness is internal process. The happiness, if you don't have it within you, doesn't matter what others is going to be said with you. You think it is this, you set it up, they achieve it, and guess what? You're still not happy. Why? You're not happy because you're not happy from within you. You don't know what happiness probably is really purpose in there. And the happiness is about what? The happiness in the family. Talking about that, the sun right now is in the house of Cancer, and with that being said, with these energies in there, currently the sun is there, the moon is not there. This is a kind of like between the mother and the father when they have some arguments isn't there, who is gonna be there. But currently we have the sun, the Mercury, and Venus at the Cancer. So they are all coming and they're calling together. It's, here is, let's put these things together. We have to be friendly. We have to do it together, and so on. And this is why the moon is going to be acting like that. A lot of learning, a lot of learning, because the moon is going to be synchronizing and tapping into the energies um, of with Saturn, with Venus. We're gonna put the love back into there. But later on, that energy is gonna be continue to move, and we're gonna see a very beautiful learnings within the subconscious in there. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna go by this energy. 7 o'clock in the morning, the midheaven is with the North Node that is gonna be point out what is the issue: authority and love. But what is the authority? What is the love? Your authority over the authority of love and the family. For it. And this is what your visions about happiness and the family maybe is different. What the family needs, and here it's coming in this energies of thoughts because you're probably thinking about yourself. This is going to be a huge trigger because of the ascendant that is at Leo. It's opposing Pluto, like of the transformations, is to change because you get in it together with others, putting your own personal agendas away because the personal agenda is areas. And with this energies, you may gonna feel a little bit rough and tough. Be mindful about 8 o'clock communications that can be rising up. But if you using the retrograde energies from Pluto and currently also from Neptune, because he's right now stationary, he stays there at that 29 degrees 56 minutes. He's not walking into that new. He set you back so you can rewrite something within your subconsciousness. Next year, that's gonna cross over together with Saturn. We're talking about this is gonna be a huge new era events for the people entering there. And here is the people gonna be doing it, but that's for the next year. But talking about these energies that some is gonna take their authority within themselves. There's gonna be the collective energy of consciousness in there. What that I'm doing for the collective, which is gonna be the biggest benefit that is gonna come in from that point. And uh, talking about within those energies in there. With this, that's going to be for a moment. In the next hour, which is going to be at 9 o'clock, the moon is going to be um, getting that attentions. You're going to see that intuitions. You may going to realize a lot of things. First of all, what you have not learned. Okay, what is that improvement things that you need to do within yourself in there, and what is it the things that with the authority and love they have to come within you, things that you did not know you're gonna know, you're gonna learn in there. What is you seek? What is that things in the material world? Happiness with everyone. This is what Taurus is. I'm happy. I'm happy on my own, but I have to be happy with others. Don't bother me. You can help me, you can come, but don't harm me. And this is what this energy is gonna comes in with it. A lot of wisdom, because that energy is gonna work with the authority, and that energy is gonna be working with Venus in this point. So talking about the next hour, you're gonna get the preview about tomorrow. You see, that's what I'm talking about. The moon and Uranus when it comes together. Uranus represents this energies of locators that takes it and putting down into the earth. The Soccer represents the earth for it, and that is a this energies of that's gonna come in about how to put the new way. The new way could be for you. A new way could be developed. A new way you could be recreated. Okay. But that is it. The moon, when it comes in, is going to be working with Pluto. It's going to have these beautiful ancient wings. If you see them, guys, in your screens in there. And it's going to be a great time for communications. Put the things together. But you're going to get the download. Okay. You don't have to act like this right now, but you're going to get the download. Right. So wait until the next cycle that comes in before you put yourself act within this, because the moon and Mars, they're going to be meeting in 28 days from now again. Okay. So the next hour you're going to be seeing it. Is it friendly? Is it good? Is it right? You're going to have this doubt. You're going to have these situations, these limits. What cannot Thus, let me tell you, the energy is going to be helping you to overcome the challenges in there. The worst thing that you're going to do is zip up your communications for on purpose, but you need to zip up the communications there not that will enable all the synchronized blue energies in there that it's coming. Great time, great learning, great positions with this. Uh, Venus is at the home, at the family. The love has to be in the family. Doesn't matter what's going on. The love has to be in the family. We're gonna have some challenges, but that's gonna help us. That's what tests us. Are we stick together as a family? Put that authority in there. Put that communications, right visions. You see, all that is gonna come in. But if you're not seeing it to this, if you're opposing the communications, isn't there? If you have not learned to be mature within, you have not grown. And that is going to be that square with the midheaven that it's in Gemini. You still have not friendly years. And kind of like right now, the friendliness, it's kind of like a offside put in because Jupiter has no growth. It's like I have not grow as a friend. First, as a growth, you're growing within that friendliness within yourself develops the happiness. You are going to need it within yourself. And it's best within the family. See, that's what it is. But when I within one family member in there, there's these negative energies in there, or within the partners, or even if you look at it back in childhood, in the daycare, when the one child was negative with throwing and so on and so on, guess what? All these childrens that play and they were happy, all of a sudden they stop to see what happens, and they feel sad of what's going on. So these interruptions to be in there. But you're gonna see some patterns within yourself, the things that you need to work on it, and so on. Of course, that is gonna be the trigger of the next hour. That friendliness, that happiness, how you processing in there. Sometimes you don't understand this process. Sometimes there is things that is stuck inside of you for it, and you're gonna feel stuck because of Neptune. He's right now staying in the sky like just buzzing in there, doesn't move. He's not even retrograde. He's not even going direct. He just sits there. And this is why you feel like things are not moving. Things are not going in there. This love, this intimacy, these emotions. I'm losing it. I'm getting it. No, you don't. You have to make a review about it. And this is what is going to create some conflict within the subconscious in there that you think you're going to lose it. No, you're not going to lose it. You're going to reevaluate, receive this deepness, depth within your emotions and spirit. It's Pisces. Okay. All right. Talking about the next hour, this is gonna be the midheaven with the sun, beautiful energies with the moon and Mars of the directions. Kind of like the authority is like, okay, intuition, put your act together. Uh, Look at it, the wisdom and the growth. Put the wisdom in there and put the love in the force. And with all those energies in there, Mercury is great with Uranus within these positions, and that is going to come and great things happen. But if you don't see that balance as an authority, you as an authority, you're imbalanced. And this is what happens when the masculine is imbalanced in the feminine. What happens in there? And so on and so on for it, and there is no balance. If you have the balance though inside, that's mean you have that friendshipness with everybody. See, it's like, okay, let's see what is needs to be changed. Let's see who needs to be improved. Let's see what is that gonna come. And from the ascendant at Libra, there that power that it comes in right now from Jupiter in the air signs because Pluto's still in Aquarius in there. Those energies gonna come and they're gonna comes in and triggers this positiveness in there. Let's make the balance. Let's work together. Contracts, friendshipness on fire is in Libra. Okay. All right, it has its divine purpose. You see it this, and the divine it says, if there is no appreciation of that authority of the family, you don't appreciate the love, you don't have the right communications for you have. And Pluto is opposing Mercury right there. It's telling you the whole story. So you're basically gonna put everything into the scales. But before you put anything to the scales with others, put the scales within your own self. And a lot of the people don't want to do it because they look at in the other people's bowl with cereal what they eat, why they don't look in theirs. So look at it inside of yourself for what you have to be balanced within yourself before you said the others are not balanced. Because if you are think that you are balanced and you're trying to make a balance to fit your own needs, guess what? You're creating this balance with others. And here is that the divine energies that it comes from Saturn. Saturn is the teacher. He's teaching you in the good or the worst way. Choice is yours. But right now, the Moon and Mars in the intuitions, they're gonna tell you what is it the proper way, what is the proper steps, how you need to understand this energies about the material and these energies within the depth of your subconsciousness. It's like, what the heck that I'm doing for this? Why am I creating all this? What is all this? Is this balance? Why I don't have this within me? That's gonna lead you to your why. When you have your why, you will understand the how. It's the same thing with the pain. Why this pain came to me? I have to look at what this pain came to me. Oh, that was the reason. So this is how I'm gonna fix it. Okay. And Saturn and Pisces is right now, it's working on you to heal your subconsciousness. It's giving you this knowledge, this wisdom, and there. All right, talking about it, 3 o'clock, the ascendant still going to be in divine energies, but this time from Neptune and Uranus. He's going to see this very powerful energies during the Libra seasons. We are going to see these divine energies because the planet's going to move retrograde in there, then they're going to move back for it. Hi, Karen. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for coming. And we're going to see this energies. But what's going to happen by then? We're going to have Mercury, we're going to have Venus, we're going to have the moons passing a couple of times through it until then. And these divine energies, they are coming in right now to tell you about the divine purpose. You don't see the divine purpose, guess what? You have intense communications. You definitely don't want to change. You definitely go against this energies of I don't want to change myself, and then you're missing the boat. If you see that red square, right there, we're talking about in astrology this red triangle. It's called T square. Okay, look at it. That triangle is in there. You're missing what it's synchronizing for you, and this is how some of the people making it to that pitfall from within themselves because they still have not find that friendliness, internal happiness with themselves. All right. Talking about the next hour, it's gonna be at 4 o'clock in there. He has to dig into the shadow, of course. It's a Scorpio, but this energy is from Jupiter towards Scorpio. It's coming. It says like you pass through this, you pass through this. It's gonna be a growth in there. Who is it connecting with that though? The ascendant it's opposing the moon and Mars, and that is a squaring midheaven in there with Leo. And talking about with those energies that are positions in there, what is that the lessons we talk about this Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus energies for long last year. I think we all had enough of it. But if you didn't have enough of it, it's going to be remind you how it is with that. And if you see it, the ascendant goes with the authority in Cancer, and that authority goes down to Mars and Moon. This is one of the father and the mother realizing it's like, what is it we're doing wrong? But the mother and the father, the intuition and the authority that coexist within you, And that is a part you need to catch it. What is your personal understanding about it? And what you are here for? And the authority actually is going to be the sun is going to have this incredible power in development because right now the internal warrior, Mars, the masculine energies is in there. It's like, yeah, this is the right thing. Mars is sextile Venus. Yes, this is the beautiful love. And so on and so on. While your intuition yesterday drove you crazy, right now the intuition is like, what the heck I've been doing? But you need to go through this. You need to go through the crap to evolve with what is not crappy, what is a happiness, what is love. All right, talking about the next hour, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon in there. Mars and the moon, they are coming in to it, our positions with the shadow. Some people don't like that. One of the things getting exposed that you don't like. But that is a real power, you to realize the things in there instead of carrying them with you in the shadow, because they're gonna come out when you have a family. And this is what one of the patterns is in there. It's like hiding things from within you that comes out throughout the relationship and the family. And then it's passing through the kids. And then the kids copy it. And they pass into the next generations and the next generations. When is that crop is gonna stop? Stop within you. You get that big scissors. You cut that karmic situations. You get yourself vulnerable. You get to work. Here is your proper actions with love. So, and that is that beautiful kite that it's coming to us. But we're gonna see it similar stuff in there, talking about during Scorpio season. So uh, we're gonna see it next hour, which is talking about 6 p.m. the midheaven. It's at Virgo, things that needs to be healed. But you know, when you have things inside of you that needs to be fixed in a psyche, you can't heal it in Virgo. You need to heal it in Pisces. And that oppositions is in there because sometimes people create their own sicknesses, they're creating their own weaknesses, and so on because of lower self-esteem, lower power in there to mature and to grow. And it doesn't matter how many doctors they're gonna be. The doctor says physically nothing's wrong with you. But why am I sick? You make yourself sick because of what is in you. In order this to be fixed in there, it has to be that power of the Pisces, of the soul, of the spirit within you that says like, hey, stop acting like that. Put the things together. Very beautiful energies with Mercury, very beautiful energy of the ascendant Pluto. We are talking about the energies, the synchronized energies coming around. This is when you start putting your pieces together within yourself and you begin to heal this. But this midheaven there, it's got this beautiful trine with Uranus. You are seeking it. I need guidance. And this is at a moment when you are realizing that physically around, physically, you have great diets, you have great this, great that, and it's not physically okay. You need the guidance for the mental work. Okay. And that is gonna come towards within you to see it. All right. Talking about the next hour, which is right now, we know this energies there of the balance. You have to make that balance. It's 7 p.m. Probably at the home, having a dinner with family, or thinking about the family and situations that it's there. You feel like the authority is not there of love. The love is not there within that authority, and it's like uh, there is no proper communications isn't there. Triggers all over the place. But that is it. This energies that are coming in of the growth. You growing up in there. The needs of the growth. Okay. A long time ago, that was this part of um, the old generations was giving the wisdom to the young generations to be in balance with everything. We lost that. right now, instead of giving the wisdom, right now the learnings, it is about the path of fear. And if you're living in the fear, guess what? The enemy is not survival. The enemy is the fear. And look at with this, you have to make this balance inside of yourself and outgrow it. Okay, by understanding those fears, so you can make these balances inside of yourself. Jupiter is going to be active with that to make the balance, but it's going to require what? Growth. All right. Yeah, something is not balanced. You guys know when the things are not balanced, they're not a balance. But as I said earlier, ascendant came and about with that energy at 4 o'clock for it. We'll talk about this divine energy that's gonna come in towards Libra, but we also see it that you saw it in the visions time. What's happening when you don't make the balance, and what are you missing to see the balance? When was the last time the divine was put it in your actions, in your understanding, in the base of your learnings in the family? I'm not talking about religion up here, because if you're forcing religions, yeah, I'm talking about you to put this practicing this spirituality in the family. Here is what that's going to be a reminder, because Neptune and Uranus, they're giving you this heads up. But so is the ascendant, who's going to be in a charge in there. You see, between the two yachts, they're beginning from Neptune. It goes into your inner work that you're going to see. It goes back into Uranus and then goes to the ascendant. You see the visions of clarity of what you need to do. Then what you need to do, you go back into the universe, which is Uranus, and there you're making that balance inside of yourself. And from that balance, it comes the balance within the subconscious within you. Here I heal. Very kind of like an easy road, but that's what this pressure is coming, because you do that in there from Neptune, you're tapping to synchronized energies. Okay. All right. 9 o'clock, midheaven, it's at Scorpio. If you screw up the things up, you're still going to be agitated, aggravated. That midheaven, it's at Scorpio. You got the warning earlier that it's opposing the moon and Mars. You're going to make some scandals. You're going to be pissed off of the other person. But guess what? If you're beginning to piss off with the other person, why not pissed off on you? See how that feels. You feel this intense energies in there. That's going to be triggered. You don't want to talk about it, about this stuff. And that is the negative side. And the same thing, the ascendant of Capricorn, it is opposing this beautiful authority in Cancer. And it's like, but I don't know how to act like this. This should not be. We should be able to this, and so on, and so on, and so on. Acting of that position. Here's Jupiter comes in. Where are you gonna grow? You guys know what I'm talking about. If you're a Capricorn, when somebody tells you you need to grow, you need to mature, that little hornet thinks inside of you that comes in and says like, I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't like what it was in the family, I don't know, I have to work, it needs to be this, it needs to be that, but it needs to be this, it needs to be that. It's got to be you, Capricorn. So pay attention to what you have in a Capricorns in there, because this is how you're self-mastering yourself. That is a Capricorn cardinal changes. You're the pro towards your within yourself before you're pro towards others. And from that, the energies comes in to we're gonna be dealing with the next energies that is gonna come there. You see that that once you realize what the real truth, what is the real purpose, and what are the real energies are in there, now you see how you can actually tackle the problems. All the synchronized energies in there, they're giving you the answers, but you have to do the work. Oh, would have been nice if somebody else does the work. So, but for those who are facing that challenges within themselves, in there, the ascendant and Pluto, they're opposing Mercury. Midheaven opposing Uranus. Oh, you're fighting the universe. But when you find yourself a vulnerable, when you use these beautiful visions in there with Mercury, when you go into your shadow, it's like, you know what? I see within me this improper stuff. I see within myself what I need to change. I see within myself what kind of inner work I need to do within me. I see that this is gonna helping with my relationship with the universe. It's gonna be helping me with moving all that energies around and being seen these limitations, communications in there. Now I can see that from there I got my warrior within me to make this better. And this is going to be a very good energy because the moon and Mars are beginning separate together, but that is a moon, Mars, the sun, Venus, and Mercury together working it out and cooperating, right? And that's what family is about, right? And you're learning of what it has to be. And now you're going to be asking the universe, and the universe is going to be telling you what is going to happen. And as we're talking about this, the ascendant of Aquarius is gonna come in, but that is a divine energies with love. Love tells you here to develop it yourself. Now we have to re-innovate yourself. What do you mean? Oh yeah, you study, you saw, and so on. Show me how it's done. And this is how Aquarius they challenging. That's what the highest form of Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius that it comes in and says like, let's go, let's re-innovate it, let's done this. But if you're fighting the Uranus, the intuition, and the warrior within you, in yourself, you're gonna be going to bed within a war within yourself, and that's how you're gonna be with that war within you, with that lack of growth within yourself. While the midheaven, the inner work, is the expressions of that growth, of that thankfulness of what did you do today? What did you do today? You open it up, you solve it, and you set yourself on a fixing your life, standing to put that happiness within yourself because that affects them. And this is how you put this thing together. But that putting together is gonna come in, it's gonna begin to be feel very well when we are going to have very soon the new moon at Cancer. All right, guys. So that's what I'm leaving you today. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck, guys.